Evolution and DNA. DNA and other informational parts of the cell, I'll refer to these as DNA, etc., have very specific functions. Now, scientists are still trying to determine what all of these parts of the cell, especially DNA, actually do and how they do it. Among the many functions that DNA, etc., perform is to restrict the amount of change that can occur with any creature or organism. So one of the key functions of DNA is to make sure something like evolution never occurs. What do I mean? Well, let's look at dogs or canines. We know that there have been millions of dollars invested into breeding dogs. But there are two things that we immediately observe about this breeding. Number one, there are huge differences between some of the dogs, but number two, they are all still canines. With all of the work that has been done in this area with dogs and other animals and plants, nothing has ever jumped its barrier, so to speak, and become another kind of creature. But why? Because DNA, etc., simply does not allow it. It is similar to the guardrails of a highway. There may be a lot of room in between the rails, but crashing outside of them is not allowed. In fact, it brings death in the case of organisms and creatures. There is always a limit to the amount of variance or change that is allowed by the DNA. This restriction is the fact that makes the idea of evolution simply impossible. Now, earlier we looked at the fact that the fossil record does not give us any of the so-called in-between fossils or the intermediate fossils that would give credence to the theory of evolution. Well, DNA is the reason that we do not find this evidence. Now, Darwin had no idea that DNA existed within a living cell to completely thwart any chance of evolution. But scientists today do not have the luxury of using that excuse. Thank you for watching this video, and we look forward to seeing you on the next one. Thanks.